So the underside has been marine cleaned and washed down. I've come on the inside now, scrubbed off all the worst of it with the wire brush on the drill. It's the inside of this half of the car. So I thought what I'll do actually, I'll just get this side rinsed down. I'll do the marine clean on the inside of this one, give it a scrub down, wash it off. Then I can start on the metal prep. I'll start on the top, I think, because it's going to soak through properly. It's going to drip. This is my marine clean. Guys, this stuff is nasty. Yeah, this stuff is really strong. I don't know what, it's got acid in it obviously. It smells of ammonia, but it's so effective. It reminds me of like oven cleaner actually, that smell of like that strong oven cleaner that you spray inside your oven. So I do have a mask, I'm going to go and get it. I think I'm going to put it on for this one because I've done the underside with the car and I've obviously inhaled it and it made me feel quite ill actually afterwards. So I'm going to put this on, give us a good dousing with that cleaner, let it soak for a bit, get my scour on the go, give it a rinse down. So I'm going to go ahead. Alright, I'm going to go ahead, give it a thorough dousing. This is the really first welding actually. This is my very first welding I've done here. This is years old now, and here this is. I mean, this is just a cleaner, so I'm gonna give it a good squirt in, get the scour on the go, maybe give it another go in a minute. So I'm gonna get on and do that. I'll come back when I finish cleaning it round. It's all been thoroughly scrubbed down now, the green scourer, doing its stuff. Gonna get the water on the go now. See the water's nasty there, look. Don't know how it's all gonna come out, but got nowhere to go, to be honest. But okay, that's all been. Let's see if I can get that out somehow, that water now. I've got a wet vac, I might try and suck it out with that. Don't know how effective it's going to be, let's have a go. Oh, beautiful job, look at that. Might just give it another rinse round, I think. Okay, I'm happy with that. It's turned out really well now, that. Nice and clean. Amazing, you wouldn't think of squirting a rusty panel with water, would you, in a cleaner? But oh, I'm gonna. Okay, it's all sucked out now. I'm really happy with that. I'm going to get some cloths and just give it a good drying, and now I can move on to doing the metal prep top and bottom. Put it in a spray bottle or paint it or roller it. I think I might just put it on with a spray bottle again. And you said you leave it on there for about 20 minutes, keep it wet for 20 minutes. Basically you rinse off again and then it's ready for pour 15 paint. So it's all cleaned off and dried now. got my metal prep solution. I'm going to go ahead, just spray it everywhere. Alright, so it's just to keep it wet for like 20 minutes, so I might just leave it, let it... How much have I done? Half a bottle already, really? Quite. Right, I'm going to go on the underside now. I'll get my lights set up and just do the underside. Gone ahead and did the underside as well. See it all dripping off. I'm going to leave that now. Leave it for about 20 minutes. And then it says you need to go ahead and literally just rinse it off with water again. So let it drip dry for a bit. Let it drip off. And then what it does is actually like an acid. I think it actually etches it. It actually eats into the metal and prepares it. So it gives it like a bit of a key. Well, I think that's really worth doing the preparation. I think a lot of people think that you just get the pour or any kind of direct to metal paint and just put it straight on, but in my past experience of doing that, they don't emphasize that you do need to degrease the area, really prepare it. It needs to be spotlessly clean. I've even put on rust protective chemicals and they just peeled off, and I didn't know why I thought I was just doing it wrong or something. But obviously it is worth doing it. I'm hoping that this good preparation will make the pour adhere to it properly and it won't peel off, and it should give me a good finish. I'm hoping that's what I want ultimately. That's what everybody wants. It's not cheap, this stuff, so you do want it to stick at the end of the day, don't you? Right, so I'm going to go ahead and let that sit there for a bit now. That's pooling up in the pan there. I might just get a brush and manoeuvre it around a bit, just wipe around the joints. Then what I'll do, I'll get the wet vac in there and suck it all up. Then I'll get the water bottle and rinse it all down. So I'll let that sit and I'll come back when we start washing it down. Well, it's been on there for about 5 minutes now, half an hour. I don't know if you can see the finish on that actually. It's actually gone quite a grey. It's gone grey and dull. So it's obviously doing something, which is probably quite good. It's etching into it, I suppose. I think what I'm going to do now then is I'm going to get the water and rinse it all down under top side and bottom. And then give it all a wipe down. And then it'll be ready for our pour 15 paint, which would be good. Okay, so on to the next step.